Live from a place that has quite the reputation, Ship It Stadium. Saturday baseball on the show. It's Texas going up against Louisiana. Well, Singy's trying to match the stellar performance by yesterday's starter. Looking forward to seeing what he's got today.
His teammate was lights out, Boog, in total command all game long. If he brings that same intensity again, these hitters are in for a long day.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And pitching here today, Jones. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. Hits the fence. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the second baseman, Oswald Peraza. That one finds the zone, and that is strike two. Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Man at second. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Now a high fly ball out to left center. He's got it. And there's two away. Oh, the throw is wild. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. One guy they want to get turned around in the sixth spot, Sebastian Walcott.
Well, he's a guy they want to rely on to drive in runs, but he's just truly been having struggles hitting with runners in scoring position this season. And it can get in a guy's head when you're not coming through for the team. All of a sudden, you're gripping the bat so much tighter. You're grinding, sawdust coming out. You're tense. Your swing gets long because you're not recognizing pitches and you're committing too soon. With that said, he's got to find a way to slow the ball game down, just get the bat to the baseball and see if he can find a hole. That'll probably break him out.
Swing and a miss. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill in this one, number 14. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now the number 2 hitter. Swing and a miss. Going to count 1-2.
2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. That's the third. Whips it across. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. Take a look at the lineup. They do a lot of things well in this offense, Singy. They control the strike zone. They make pitchers work hard for outs. And as a result, one of the better OBP teams in the league.
Well, what I love about it is it's an organizational philosophy. Whether you go to instructional league, whether you go to spring training, you see these guys even during batting practice. When it doesn't matter, they're practicing that type of approach, Boog. And when you have that filtering through the organization, even when you call up a player, he steps right in and continues with the pattern that they have established at this level, which ultimately leads to a lot of success.
Inside. And the count's full. You know, you translate on base percentage, it's basically this. Teams that have a high on base percentage, they don't make outs at a very high rate. As my buddy Joe Sheehan says, OBP is life. And down on strikes he goes. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the right fielder, Santana.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, he used the slow curve very effectively right there. He just spun it up to the plate and had his guy way out front. Not only a good pitch, but a really good job of setting it up.
Now it's the shortstop, Sebastian Walcott. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And makes the grab. That's out number 2. Here's the catcher to hit, Rafael Marchand. Two down, nobody on. And that drops in for a strike. Next offering misses. Now 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the DH, Michael Scott. Scott with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately. And a foul ball.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
Next pitch is inside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
That is it. The center fielder, number 8.
And now the center fielder, Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. Get out of town. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add a pair. It's 2-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. There he got a splitter that he was able to handle, allowed that pitch to travel a little bit deeper, and when it was time to commit, his hands exploded through the zone.
Ethan Flowers digs in now.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Nobody out with a pair of runs across in the frame here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Toughest pitch to hit, fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Here's the rookie third baseman. 2 outs. Right through there for a strike. Two. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one ripped left field. That's back there. And out of here. A solo shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 3-0.
High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Now here is number 59. Pitch in the dirt and a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Two gone, bases empty, but 3 runs across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Next pitch is outside. Joe Daniels waits on deck. Ripped towards third. And he can't come up with it.
He's safe.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out, you think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
So the batting order turns over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Joe Daniels. 1-1 now. Runner on the move. Squirts away a little bit. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Strike 2.
Looks like he's just sizing him up there. Really good pitch to hit, but he took it all the way. Sometimes guys just want to set their timing later on in the game. That may be a pitch that he turns on.
2-2. And downstairs.
2 strikes.
Now this is in the air down the line. He's there. He's got it. And that ends the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Next pitch misses way outside.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And that chance handled. Slings to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting up, the center fielder, number 2, Tyler.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. In there at the knees for a strike.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Got him swinging.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now the left fielder. Kicks and deals. Off the plate, and that's ball 2. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So up next, Oswald Peraza. The 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. Now it's going to be number 17. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Up and in, 3-1. 1 out, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground to short. Slings it across, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Michael Scott will hit next. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Here's the center fielder. Throws to first in time. That's the 3rd out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And the batter now, Oliver Minoso. And it is 2-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. And that skips in the dirt.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
And now the first baseman. The 2-1. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. See you later. He'll touch them all. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-2.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And now the right fielder, Santana. Clips the outside corner, 2-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Next to hit, Sebastian Walcott. That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. Well struck left field. That one back there. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. So he goes yard to left. Second home run of the inning for him. It's 3-3.
Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And here's the catcher, Rafael Marchand. Up the middle. That's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Castillo now at the plate. Next offering is in for a strike. Still only one out here in the inning. Pitch misses there, and it's 2-2. Got him. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. You know, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
And now the center fielder, Tyler Freeman. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Now one missed.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Movement in the bullpen. Number 81 getting loose out there. Thompson also throwing. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. And the count is even, 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
It's almost like he's telling the guys in the bullpen, stand down, I got this.
First baseman, Jacob Brady.
So digging in, Jacob Brady. And now 2-2. One down, base is empty. Next offering misses down and away. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Fly ball down the line, settles underneath it. Makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, number 23.
Here's the third baseman. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. 4 innings in the books, tied 3-3. And we're back. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the left fielder, number 6. Ball to strike. The pitch. In the air, right field. Hart hauls it in, and there's one away. So up next, Oswald Peraza. One down, base is empty. Falling behind 2-1. Swings through that one for strike 2. To the right side, and that one handled. Gets it to first, and he's out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Oliver Minoso.
Next is the designated hitter, Oliver Minoso. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Home half of the 5th coming up, tied 3-3. Righty reliever out of the pen, number 81. On for his 20th appearance of the year. Now it's the second baseman.
The second baseman, William Bergoya.
Smash down the left field line. Lays out and makes the play.
That diving catch right there is the kind of play that just fires up the team, whether it's to make more great defensive plays or to get back in the dugout and swing the sticks.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Joe Daniels. That one finds the zone, and a count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Now the number 2 hitter. Two outs, and fires in a fastball at 95. That one misses. And that's ball 2. Swings and misses, struck him out. 5 innings complete, all tied 3-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Start of the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, number 85. Next offering is outside. Activity in the bullpen. Miguel Cortez up and throwing. Hedrick also getting ready. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. That one outside. Ball 3.
3-2.
This to third, and that's a fair ball. Can't glove it cleanly, makes the turn and heads for second. Still able to fire over, and he'll pull into second safely.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Go ahead run on base. Walcott getting ready to hit. The 1-1. Gloves it on the dive. To his knee, the throw. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Oh, that one right there had the looks of one of those plays of the week. Great diving stop, but he just couldn't set up to make a good throw. Maybe got a little too excited. He was probably feeling it as well, but either way, that's a tough play and a tough error.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jones is done, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Miguel Cortez gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Two on, 1 out. Rafael Marchand digs in now. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Pitch gets away. Walcott up to second. Runner at third holds, so both runners are now in scoring position.
Got to take advantage of this opportunity now because of the wild pitch. They've got 2 runners in scoring position. Good time for the hitter to lock in, put the ball in play hard somewhere.
Two on, 1 out. Fouled off. He was late. Base hit. 1 run is in. Fires to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. It's 5-3.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Down the third baseman, Castillo. In the dirt. Runner on the goal. Swing and a miss. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
And that one missing low. Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Raiders out front, 5-3. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the right fielder, Kenny Jackson. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Ryan Fernandez up and loosening in the pen. Morgan warming up as well. Jackson tries to hold up, appeal to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Scott. 1 down, base is empty.
Ball 2.
That
No,
one misses, and that's ball 3.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Now batting, number 8.
Here's the center fielder. 2 out, space is empty. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
1-2.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air on the move to the gap. He makes the grab, and that is the 3rd out of the inning.
Now pitching.
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Brent Hedrick.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Stepping in, Tyler Freeman.
The center fielder, Tyler Freeman.
And that's downstairs. And it's 2-1.
Ball 3.
Next offering is fouled back. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now the left fielder. Line drive, and no one can get there.
Now batting, second baseman Oswald.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now here is Oswald Peraza.
That's a ball.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. A 2-run homer, his first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 7-3. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
And next is the designated hitter, Oliver Minoso. Slider clips the zone. One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the top half of inning number 7. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Zach Thompson. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Thompson.
Now the catcher up to hit, Ethan Flowers. The Tigers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
On the ground, out to short. To first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And here's the first baseman, Jacob Brady. To the right side, Peraza. Fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, number 23.
Here's the third baseman. That misses. Now 3-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. And there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
And 1-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Elvis Peguero.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now the right fielder, Santana.
The right fielder, number 9.
Here's a swing and a line drive and a base hit into right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Yeah, that's in for a strike. And the count 1-2. Santana gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swings and misses. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Tap foul at the plate. And a ball and 2 strikes. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Back foot slider struck him out.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
2 outs. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. They get the force. That's out number 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Trent Thornton.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
And now the shortstop, Joe Daniels.
The shortstop, Joe Daniels.
The 1-1. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Headed towards the corner. Throws to second. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the left fielder. And a swing and a line drive at a right field, and out number 1 on the grab.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Kenny Jackson, the next to hit. Right side, hard hit. And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael Scott.
Now it's the DH, Michael Scott.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Outside low, and it's 2-1.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
Next offering is fouled back. On the ground right side. That's a base hit. Run scores. The throw in. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Trent Thornton out of the game, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back. So they turn to their closer, Cole Winn.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the center fielder. Scott at second with 2 down. Good eye right there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, McKenzie.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
At the plate, Tyler Freeman. And that's down and away. Action in the pen down there. Owen White getting ready to go. Iriarte getting loose as well. That one fouled off, 2-2. And that one is lifted in the air. Montgomery sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, left fielder.
Now the left fielder.
Go on.
Out to short. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, the second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Oswald Peraza. Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. That's
3
down
balls,
and in.
2 strikes.
Out towards left center. Montgomery on the move. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Offense held in check there. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Raiders on top here, 7-4. Bottom 9, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Ethan Flowers. Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Right through there, got him. 1 out.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. 1 down, base is empty. Hit in the air out to center field. Freeman. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 23.
So it's their last chance in this one. Number 23 now at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And now 1-2. Wynn is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, this team just hadn't been playing fundamentally sound baseball, but today they put it together. This should start them rolling now. You have to pay attention to the details. If you do that with good pitching, good defense, you will win most of your ball games.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.